Hello everyone and welcome back to the Northern Lights SMP. In this episode we're going to continue this nether tree build and we're going to build the other side of the nether. We'll also connect it to spawn and have a little idea of a build at spawn to do. So I hope you enjoy it and let's get into the build. So I was clearing out my area in the mine and I realized that, well, I have a lot of deep slate. I've been using my silk touch, and so most of it is deep slate rather than cobbled. But I've got 2 shulkers plus another shulker and some more downstairs. And I don't think I really need that much. I also have a ton of dirt. I have quite a bit of copper as well. And I still have a lot of wood, and I'm not sure if I'll actually use all of the jungle wood that I've collected. So what I think I'll do in this episode is I want to build some way that we as a server can share blocks that we don't need. So I guess kind of a take a block, bring a block sort of thing. So a little shop where you can bring unused blocks or blocks you don't think you're going to use. And if you need anything for a build that's there, you can just take it. So I'll hand over all my deep slate and say if in a new build I need I don't know, bricks, and someone's given in bricks, I can go and take those out. But first, we need to connect spawn and our build via the nether. It's not too far overland, it's maybe about 3 or 4 rockets, but that's a few more rockets than I'd like to use. So if we can connect it to the nether, that would be fantastic. So I got my gold boots on, let's jump into the nether and grab the coordinates. So we're at minus 44, we're at 101 and 112. I regret putting this here in the path, because when you got your gold boots on with soul speed, you move so quickly. So let's head to spawn, build up a portal, and see where it connects to. I kind of feel like here in this hillside might be a good place to build this portal. So let's just plop the ender chest down, grab the obsidian, and let's build a temporary kind of area. And we can fill this in the corners when we have enough obsidian later on. So let's light it up and figure out where we are. So we're pretty much right in the middle. So we're at 286 and 0. Okay, well that's something we can work on. So I think what we're gonna do first is head this way towards the negative X and then this way to the positive Z and just figure out a tunnel, and then once that is sorted we can see how it all links together and make it look as pretty as we can. So yeah, let's go. So here we are connecting in, and I think we'll get rid of a few of these trees. So let me plant down my ender chest and we can get to chopping. So now we have an area we just need to clear out, raise up a certain level so that we can grow our trees, similar to how we did it in the overworld. So let's clear out a bunch of netherrack. So now that we have this kind of big open area cleared out, it should be big enough for the trees to grow. So what I will do is replace the floor with some grass. So let's try and bone meal these trees and see what happens. Perfect. There we have a 1, looking very grey, but okay. And then we want to work on the others. Perfect. Now we have all the trees in place. Let's put the nether portal back. And we can start building up this tree, similar to how we did the last one, where we will shape it in and out, and it will... Yeah, the aim is to make it look like the last one. So we've kind of finished up the tree. and I think it looks pretty nice. Now we just want to go in and add in the details. So yeah, what we want to do in this case is this wall should be replaced with the crimson, so let's cover that. And then on the outside we want to replace it like, they're so annoying. They've been fighting me all day. So we replace this with stairs, and we drop this door back. I think this is smaller than our last one, but that's okay. We don't really need too much. Then we want our trapdoors like this, and we can fill in the gaps. Now we want to replace this one with stairs, so let's replace this one with the brick when we can get it back. Perfect. And then on this side we're just going to punch out the same window we had last time. Now, instead of the potion setup that we have in the other place, I think we just go a bunch of storage in this one. So I think we make a couple of barrels here. I think we make, with our spruce, we make a little kind of shelving area here. And so we can add another barrel in that corner there. But yeah, so we got our storage and we can see through. And on this side, similar to how we have in the overworld, I think we just set up a little bit of storage like this, and we can transfer the stuff around. We don't really need these here. And to finish this off, very similar to our main base, what we're going to do is we're going to go outside and we're going to do a circle of our deep slate brick walls and acacia fences. So yeah, we have our perimeter. We do need to light it up, and we also need to replace this grass in places. I don't know whether I think I want to make it feel more overworldy. I know in our last one in the overworld we made it feel more like the Nether, but for this one I think I want to make it more overworldy. So I'm going to come in over time and replace the grass as we go along. But yeah, we need to light it up, and I think we should also bring in the blue mushrooms, which should make it that the hoglins don't come anywhere near us, because they're getting annoying by now. So we've got to make this window as well a little nicer, right? So I've brought my slabs and some spruce trapdoors, as well as a bit of the wood, and we're gonna make it a bit nicer. So we'll just go 2 trapdoors, a stair into it like this. I think the reverse on the other side, having a stair over it. Above the window, some more trapdoors, and then I think a stair on either side to connect it in. Something like this will look good, I think. A little bit broken up, but I think that is completely fine. Actually, you know what? I think we get rid of these, and we get rid of that like that, and just to make it feel a little more rundown than the overworld one. So we are back by spawn, and I think it is time to pretty up this portal. And what I think I want to do is kind of continue this open cave area, but I want to incorporate some amethyst, calcite and smooth basalt around the portal itself to make it look more like a geode. So let's get to work on that. So I think we'll just start by filling in this area around the back so that we are essentially hiding it off, and then start to kind of curve the geode part around the front and over the top as well. Yeah, something like this and curved around would work, I feel. And then on the top we can just finish up. Yeah, something like that for the first layer, and then we're just going to go in with the calcite and add a kind of a surrounding calcite layer. Yeah, looks good. And then we'll come in with the smooth basalt to finish it off, and I think this layer should be a little less, right? So we can come in and leave it open like this, as if it was cut in. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. And now I think for the flooring, we might want to repeat the same. So let's clear out some dirt. And I think we'll go with the amethyst for the main part. And then bring in some calcite surrounded by some basalt. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. And then we also have a few of these crystals which we can drop around in a few places. I think what we will also do is add in a barrel here next to it to make it look like someone, you know, you collect a few things before you go into the nether. I think one thing we want to do is kind of blend in the hillside as well, so that it does look like it's being kind of excavated and uncovered. Yeah, I think something like that just makes it look like it's kind of a little more found here. Add a few glowberries in. I think I had some... do I? I don't know if I have any bone meal here to work on this. Let's see if we have any left in our area. Shame, no bone meal, but I did find some glow lichens, so let's just add a little bit around of the glow lichen. Yeah, I think that is looking pretty nice so far. So we've done the nether portal in spawn, we've done the nether side of our own portal, and now it's time to move on to the next build. Now, the reason I wanted to connect everything together was I had a little idea for this kind of block exchange, and I think what I want to do is around about here, we just need to shape up the land a little. Here? I'm not sure. Maybe over here. Yeah, over here looks good. Let's chop down these trees and flatten this land a little bit. So the build I have in mind, I was kind of inspired by the libraries you can get where you can go in and exchange books that you don't want for books that you do want, right? And someone else can come along and pick up a book from one of the ones you dropped off and work like that. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of, it started off trying to look like a little library, but I don't think it'll end up looking like that. But I think if we go here as our central point, and it needs a bunch of storage in it, but around the outside we will take some bookcases, and I think we'll also add in like add in a loom as well, and then we can just kind of make a bunch of barrels for storage. Perfect, something like that around it. And now with the warped stem, I think we will make our pillars. So I think on the corners here we'll go 3 up, and then with the combination of the crimson items. So first we'll add in our crimson door here. And then I think if we kind of add in a combination of stairs and the planks around the outside. And we just want to give it a bit of shape to it. It's not going to look exactly like a kind of telephone booth or whatever you know. But we can come in and add in some glass as well, which I think will look pretty nice. We should have both the light and the white glass. Yeah, like that looks cool. And then we can make a bunch of trapdoors, and I think we just go around and put them on the bottom and also on the top of the warped items. And I think just to finish this off, we will take some of this warp stem and convert it into planks and just put a little kind of flat roof on it. It doesn't need to be anything particularly amazing. I like these color combos together. the turquoise and the purple, and so I think something like this looks quite nice. It's a little flat, but yeah, I think it gets across kind of what it's supposed to be. So we're gonna call this the block swap shop, and inside we can go in, and inside these we can just add in our deep slate, and if anyone wants it, they can come in and have it. Yeah, and I quite like it. It feels a little crowded in here, but yeah, as I said, inspired from like the little phone booths that get converted into libraries, and yeah, I quite like this little design. So in this episode, we have worked on our Nether Portal on the inside, and I think it is looking fantastic. I've added some flowers in around it, and some of the glowberries, and I think it just looks great. We worked on our Nether Portal, which I think is looking fantastic, a little geode-esque build. And we worked on the block swap shop, where people can come and exchange blocks they don't want for blocks they do. And I'm going to leave you here in the block swap shop. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have enjoyed the episode, please do consider giving a like and leaving a comment. And if you're new, why don't you subscribe? And I will see you next time. So until then, bye bye.